Hello, Pisces. This is your singles tarot card reading. Let's have a look at the singles and let's get some messages for the singles first. You guys need some of that. Singles, you're about to unlock the door to the energy oracle. Let's see what's going on in the single life. But let's get some messages first. Alright, if you'd like a personal reading, Pisces, you know what to do. Look in the description. There's a link. There's a link. Right, and here's your first card. Pisces. Numero 25, deceit. Okay, so you guys have been dealing with deception. People not presenting as who they say they are. And it's very frustrating, and it might have a larger impact on your dating life, on your singledom. You can't deal with the deceit. There's one thing Pisces don't like, and it's liars and being lied to. Because they sometimes bypass their intuition and just believe what you say. Feel guilty about thinking otherwise. Only to be met with validation. So Pisces, we have to consider that throughout this. Then, your next card is community. Another thing is, oh, that's another 7. 2 plus 5, 7, 7. Okay, lucky number 7. Community. Okay, so the people around you. Look at that trio of beauty, leisure, elegance, delight. Let's take a look at your community, because do you have one? Are you around the right people that make you feel like roses and happiness and joy and flowers, and it smells nice and it looks nice and everything's nice and pretty and elegant? And you know, do you have that type of community? Do you feel good? Because I feel like with deception right there, that your community might be presenting that way, but might not be that way on the back end. Okay, community, but that's really important still. That's still very important. Another card you got is anxiety. Okay, you might have anxiety about the deceit of your community. You might have a community, but you just have anxiety around them, and it might be because deceitful, and you can't prove it because that intuition is strong, but the physical evidence is not available at this time, and that's okay, because that usually happens with the Pisces. You guys are very intuitive, and you pick up on the foolishness. So you're also concerned with, that looks like third-party situations. 3 people in that picture. Anxiety about the people around you, lying, deceit, wearing false masks, and just even having to think about anything just gives you anxiety. It puts you in your head too much. Okay, so that might be your hesitation about relationships as well. Romantic relationships. Yeah, I don't think you like your area. Maybe you don't like the people around you and you have to date outside of your community. Or maybe you have to create a new community that you actually feel good about genuinely. It doesn't give you anxiety. Maybe you're blaming yourself, you're internalizing the anxiety you feel around people. Why can't I just be normal? But in the end, there's always some deceit. Or maybe you feel like you're deceiving, you're wearing a false mask, you're trying to act like everything's good, and it's not giving you anxiety. You just want to be free and around people that make you feel childlike and natural. So that parlays into your relationships, your friendships, all around. Here we go. 9 of Wands. You're very successful and recognized as operating solo. Very strong on your own, very recognized that way. But you don't want this to be your identity, it seems. But even though it is, some of you Pisces have been single, solo for so long, and you carry that torch, and you do it well. And it's almost like you're not available, maybe you're seeming. Maybe it's a false mask itself. You're happy to be single, you're happy to be where you're at, you're grateful and blessed. But you want more, and you want more, but you want it to be worthwhile. So you're back and forth with your intentions, and you feel like maybe that's why you haven't been able to manifest that duality, the swords, the back and forth, the conflicting energy, the cognitive dissonance of that just keeps you stuck. I want someone, but I don't want someone. I don't want someone to tell me what to do. I want someone who's nice, somebody who's gonna do this, that, but I don't really want to do this. I want them, but I don't want someone. I want someone, but everyone out there is toxic. Conflicting, very conflicting. Pisces, the single Pisces. The blindfolds on. Remember, you can cut yourself free. You can just forge blindly ahead, but I think you're you recognize it in yourself as well, the singleness being working for you. But you want to grow something. I think you're looking at the future a lot more and what trajectory you're on, and there are some improvements to be made. There's some things that you're questioning, and so you're like, okay, well, the path that I'm on, am I sure? Like financially, especially, like, is this the right thing for me? I got to look at things differently. I got to set some intentions, some new goals. Okay, some very physical goals too. So some of you might be trying to get well, healthy, hot, trim, slim, or curvy, thick. Ace of Pentacles, there's a new intention that you're setting for your dating life, your singleness. It's a new one. There might be an opportunity presented to you. This is the Death and Rebirth. Some of you need the Stella Got Your Groove Back movie to guide you. Death and Rebirth. As you know, Death and Rebirth, that the Death card is associated with Scorpio, who super cares about betrayal and loyalty. Obviously, they're polar opposites. They want to test loyalty, and they want to make sure that they don't experience betrayal. They take it very personally, and they're very vengeful about it. So this Ace of Pentacles could represent a new opportunity coming towards you that will end other paths, but it's the new beginning of a greater path. A new path. You might have anxiety about that, maybe leaving your community, but also kind of wanting to. They're a little drama-ish, they're a little gossipy. You don't want anyone talking about you. You don't want anyone perceiving you, other than the people you want to perceive you. So there's some gossip and drama there. You can see that's community talking. It gets to talking. You may not like that. You might want to move on from that anyway. Okay. New opportunities, wanting to move away from your community for the gossiping, talking about you might give you anxiety. All of that. You don't like none of that, and you're having to move on begrudgingly, reluctantly. You just want to get to your happy ending, but it's taking a long time. Okay, so you just want to go off on your own and date. You don't want the community chiming in on who you're dating and what's going on and how you approach things, or giving you tips or giving you advice. You just want to go do your own thing. But on your own, you know you struggle with the conflicting beliefs. Don't want anybody, don't need anybody, but want somebody. That don't want just anybody. Everybody out here is trash, but you want somebody, and they're going to be out here, so that doesn't work. Your attitude, your aura will change because of it. You will not seem open. You will not align with the person that you're trying to manifest, because you don't believe they're actually out there, and you don't, like, you're not that guy that they would want, right? Like, maybe you're just not focused on you're like a couple degrees off of what you're thinking, or how your aura is from your perfect person, because you've experienced deceits from your community, the people closest to you, lying for no reason. It's like lying when they didn't need to, pretending, acting, some of you might even have experienced, you tell somebody that you might have a thing for someone, and then they go and tell that person, or then they go steal them, or so you just don't want anyone in on it. You don't want anyone to know who you're interested or what your type is. That might be a real thing. That might be a real thing for you. You might want to separate yourself from your community and grow something anew. Some of you just want to shed your current self and try something else, reinvent yourself, but you just want to be around other people, because people around you will have something to say. That's a tough one. A time to reinvent yourself. Well, you will have to take hold of new opportunities elsewhere so that you can do that. You will have to be the initiator of that, and to switch up the path you're on, you'll just stay on it like a cycle, unless you actually pick yourself up personally and motivate yourself to make a change and look for opportunity elsewhere, so that you can separate yourself from the past, your past self, and past expectations that were placed on you by people who, rightfully so, have known you for a while and expect you to be this one way. Any pivots in your personality, they'll be concerned, and you don't need the concern, because you know what you're doing. So it's a good thing if there's a change, or a death, a rebirth, something that gives you an opportunity to shed the skin, maybe take a pause or break from that community and move forward. There will be a lot of gossip and speculation anyway. They don't know what you're doing, so they're going to talk about, oh, have you heard? What's going on there? And that's okay. And moving on is difficult, and it's treacherous, and it's an emotional and mental journey, but it's something that you can do, because you ultimately have your eye on the prize, the broader goal, to get your happy ending, to feel emotionally fulfilled. And that means to be happy, man, to not be stressed out, to not be anxious, to not be dealing with lies and being like, I'm not sure about this person, I don't know. Yes, maybe I don't know. Maybe you just need a break from all of it, because you need to recalibrate and get yourself aligned with what you truly want. Partnership, community, and peacefulness, happiness, joyfulness, laughing, contentment, not a bunch of controversy, drama, and foolishness. You know, it keeps you stuck, because you, on some level, you like the drama, you like the comings and goings of activity and who said what. Oh, really? But when it gets placed on you, you're like, I'm out. Because you know what you want. You want that 10 of Cups life. You want that. My cup is overflowing with. I have cats. I got dogs. I got kids. I got husbands, wives. I got picket fence. I got decor. I got wind chimes. All of that. You want pretty, happy, and you'll go through the treacherous waters for it. You're not afraid. All right. So, single dating, go after it, but maybe keep it tight, keep it locked. Don't really put too many people involved in the practices. Maybe people are trying to set you up, but then they'll have stuff to say. So it's just like, just go solo, just go rogue, just find your person, just do it, do you, privately, silently. You don't have to tell everybody. I know you're a little bit of blabbermouth, but just keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. People are on a need to know basis, and just go after it. And don't explain why you're making moves that people don't understand. Just do it. Just do it. Alright, so Pisces, that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website, and there's a link to my Etsy shop. I got candles, I got fragrance oils, I got gemstones. Go check it out. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.